What's going on, people? We are back. Y'all know what time it is. That's right. Clap it up because we are back keeping it really hot all summer long. I am your guy, Z Fly, and you are now tuned into Fly World Media. That's right. You're in the world of the fly world of it all. And I'm telling you, listen, I have a lot to talk about today. So hopefully you listen, every week I always say the same thing. Hopefully everybody's keeping safe because I'm telling you, if you're here in New York City, you definitely, you know what I'm saying? I almost think that we need to start wearing some bulletproof vests, okay? Because I don't know what's going on lately. Like there's a lot of things going on. There's a lot of crime. I mean, New York is known for crime. But I don't know, it seems like lately it's really kind of picked back up. But I'm gonna get into all of that and more. But right now, I do want to thank everybody for tuning in today. Here it is, another hump day. Hopefully I can get y'all over that hump. That's right. Listen, can you believe it? September 3rd already. Hopefully everybody had a great Labor Day, a great holiday weekend. Everybody was safe. It's just weird though. It's already the third day. Now I know 3 days doesn't sound like a lot, but whenever you just think of how the months go by so quickly, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's almost the weekend and 2 more days again. Like I feel like I just had a Labor Day weekend. It's almost the weekend and 2 more days. It's a lot going on. All right, so let's kind of slow things down just a little bit and talk about what happened last weekend. So if you, first of all, if you go ahead and follow me, you see what's scrolling at the bottom. That's what that good old social media. So that way you'll know exactly where to find me, how to add me, and so that you'll be first in the know. Whenever I drop new content, videos, and all of that great stuff. So catch me on my Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, and so much more. So definitely go ahead and follow. I will follow back. Just give me a moment to do it. All right. But let's go ahead and get into Labor Day weekend. So once again, hopefully everybody had a great Labor Day weekend and very, very safe. I had a great Labor Day weekend. Let me tell you something. So I actually, that's right. I went ahead and did the Caribbean Day Parade in Brooklyn, Crown Heights, Brooklyn. It started around 10 and it sounded like it lasted forever. But listen, it was a really, really great time. Now I wasn't just there, attending the event. No, I was working. Listen, on Labor Day, I'm working. Isn't that crazy? That's right. So if you may know or may not know, I have my Lavender Project, which raises awareness on women diagnosed or living with endometrial cancer. So I was out there with my vendor table, selling my products, giving out information, and also with my sponsors as well, Paradise 09322, and also Shea Moisture have as the sponsor as well. So I was out there with my vendor table, and let me tell you something. The Lavender had a really, really great, successful day. Yes, it was really, really nice. For the Lavender Project, it was a really great day. I was out there at about 7 a.m. Yeah, so all of this was going on. Listen, people were just having a great time. Eastern Parkway was filled up. All the side streets were filled. There was vendors everywhere, food. I mean, and you know what? Here's the crazy thing. I see whenever I do these type of festivals or parades, like I never really enjoy it because for one thing, I didn't have any volunteers or anything. So, it's just me at the table. And then, even though I have surrounding vendors, but I don't know them like that. You know what I'm saying? So, I can't really ask them, can you watch my table while I go, browse or whatever? No. So I was just there at the table. But honestly, I didn't really want to do too much. Now, that food was looking good. Now, listen, I kind of did want some jerk chicken. And then people had the chicken wings. And then I saw the macaroni pies. I was like, wait a minute, where you get that from? But then also too, I didn't want to, just be spending money. So listen, it was a great event. Like so many people were out there. I mean, different ethnicity. Even though it was the Indian Day, Caribbean Day, West Indian, Day Caribbean Parade or whatever. I saw all kinds of ethnicities from Asians to, Caucasians to everybody. It was out there supporting this great event. And as you can see, the people, they actually, they put on their costumes. It was a great time. So if you missed it, you missed a really, really great time. So big ups to the Caribbean Day, West Indian Day Parade that happened this past Monday. Yeah, on Monday, Labor Day. Look at that, very, very nice. And you know what? Now there were so many cops. It's always interesting to see cops. Especially when there's a whole big swarm of them, and they was really on duty. Now listen, now of course, with every, well, maybe not with every great event, but There was some negativity there because you listen. I think there's like a few blocks away. I remember all of a sudden I saw a stampede of people. Now I shouldn't even tell this part. I should have just left it on a high note. But listen, I got to tell the good with the sad. Now there was a stampede of people. People are running, and I'm like, oh, here we go, here we go. So good thing that I was kind of like in a kind of a protective area, if that's even possible. I was right on Eastern Parkway and Franklin Avenue, so I was actually on Franklin Avenue, so the side street, and like people they were coming around the corner. Supposedly somebody was shooting. I tell you. Actually, you all probably heard it on the news by now. Yeah, somebody was shooting, and so it just really sad. Every time what I'm saying, you try to have something fun and great, somebody just gotta try to mess it up. But overall, it wasn't messed up because as you see, people had a great time and they spent their money, they had laughs, they took their pictures and videos and so much more. So it was great. They're right. Also, so now once again, we are in September. Now, September is also Gynecologic Cancer Awareness Month. That is right. So now the Lavender Project is just going to flourish in this month because now we are actually in Gynecologic Cancer Awareness Month. That's right. September is Gynecologic Cancer Awareness Month. Now, for those of you all who may not know what gynecologic cancers are, they are the reproductive organs of women. That can get cancer. Anything from the uterus, to the vulva, to the vagina, to the cervix, and to the ovaries. So those are the five different gynecologic cancers that's out there. And, once again, the Lavender Project specifically raises awareness on endometrial cancer, which is uterine cancer. And, once again, I lost my mom to that. So it just inspired me to create a project that raises awareness about it. A lot of people don't even know about these cancers right here. Every time I do these pop-ups or these festivals or whatever, people are like, well, what is it? But that's fine because, the Lavender Project is it's an awareness project. So if you don't know, that's what Lavender is here for, to spread that awareness. So that's what we out here doing. That's what I'm gonna keep doing. And so definitely look out for the whole month of September. I will be posting things about gynecologic cancer and also uterine cancer. So if you do follow me, you'll be able to see those postings. At the end of the month, I will be doing a 2-day seminar on the Lavender Project and gynecologic cancers. In Roosevelt Island. So listen, we're doing things. Listen, I'm doing things. So yeah, and then all that information will be coming up soon, but it will be at the end of this month, the 29th and 30th, just in time, for Gynecologic Cancer Awareness Month, because it's about to be out in October, and there'll be Breast Cancer Awareness Month. But the last 2 days of this month, I will be doing a seminar in Roosevelt Island, New York. All the deets, time, and information and more will be coming very, very soon. Also, everybody, I'm glad that you are tuned in today because, as you know, I have a great show with In the Know, Drink Off the Juice. I also have a great guest for my Rising Star and Local Gem segment. His name is Alan A. Andrews, and he's going to be talking about now. Listen, he's a good one. He's a U.S. Navy veteran, but turn entrepreneur. So yeah, he's gonna be telling us about this business that he has going on across seas, in Belize. So y'all definitely want to stay tuned, please. But right now, we're gonna go ahead and get the show started with In the Know. So let's get into it.
Did you know? 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 Did you know?
People, did you know that they are out here trying to kill us, people? Listen, that's right. Salad kits sold in New York and New Jersey, they had to be recalled due to undeclared allergens. Now, these allergens are nothing to play with. I have seen people like fall out, break out, because of their allergens and all kinds of different things. So, these allergens are nothing to play with. So basically what's happening is now people with allergies or severe sensitivity to sesame and soy run the risk of serious or life-threatening allergic reactions if they consume the products. Now, this is stated by the FDA, so I guess it's supposed to be serious. Now, the Taylor Farms Honey Balsamic Salad Kit incorrectly included Asian sesame ginger dressing instead of the intended honey balsamic vinaigrette dressing. Now that's a big no-no. You know what I'm saying? Especially if people are allergic to these specific things, because that's what the ingredients are for, right? Okay, all right, no soy, okay, no sesame, and then it's actually in there. All right, so now the salad kits were sold across the country, including New York and New Jersey, and had codes starting with TFRS and a best if used by date up to and including September 4th. Now, consumers should discard the salad kits immediately. Refunds are provided at location of purchase. So, so if you do, like if you did purchase some of these salad kits and you did have an allergic reaction, they will give you a refund. But my thing is, well, what is good to refund if it's going to kill you, or give you a rash, or give you, because like some people have like a really, really, really bad reaction to certain, allergens. So hopefully, nothing bad happened to anyone who did purchase this and maybe was allergic to soy and sesame. So everybody just be careful. All right, moving along. So now listen. Now, speaking of being careful, a woman was slashed on the back of her head for refusing to talk to a stranger. You know what I'm saying? Now, I mean, now listen, in New York City, if you live in New York City, ain't nobody talking to nobody. Listen, I have seen people fall down the stairs. I have seen people fall on the railroad tracks, and people just turn a blind eye. So now this person got mad because the woman wouldn't speak to him. Now the suspect tried to talk to the woman who was only 23 years old, but when she walked away, he allegedly attacked her near Fulton Avenue and Claremont Parkway in the Bronx. Well, that explains it all. Let me stop. Okay, now this was around 12:35 a.m. on July 19th. Now this is back in July. But still, this is so serious that it came back, came back around. Now, the woman was cut on the back of the head and taken to the hospital to be treated for a bad, oh my God, cut, it says. Now, the suspect then fled and remained at large as of Friday. So now, as of this past Friday, she was at large. Isn't that something? Now, mind you, this happened in July 19th. And as of this past Friday, she was at large. So anyway, submit tips to police by calling Crime Stoppers at 1-800-577-8477 or by visiting crimestoppers.nypdonline.org or by downloading the NYPD Crime Stoppers mobile app or texting 274-637, then entering tip 577. So listen, they got many ways, for you to let them know if you know something. It's a lot going on, people. It's horrible. All right. Now, speaking of a lot going on, now remaining here in New York, the subway rider slashed and beaten near Yankee Stadium. Now, do y'all remember, at the beginning, I said there's a lot going on? Yeah. And I don't know what's going on with these slashers, but they are slashing people. Now, this person got slashed near Yankee Stadium. Now, 3 men are accused of slashing and beating a subway rider near the stadium on Wednesday. So last Wednesday, okay, everything was happening last week. Now the 42-year-old man was attacked while standing on the northbound number 4 train platform at the 161st Street Yankee Stadium subway station at about 8:10 p.m. Now, one of the suspects pulled a knife and allegedly slashed the man in the abdomen, right eye, and left side of his face. Now, see, they be trying to get you for real. And, and now look, I'm gonna tell you a quick story. So one time I did go to the Yankee Stadium, and I shouldn't tell this story. It's not a good story, but one time I was at the Yankee Stadium with my family, and we was walking the game, and I remember that the cops, like the policeman, was actually they told someone that they're there to kind of protect a certain type of people. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to say they said that they're there to protect a certain type of people. They're not actually there to protect, any of the local residents. So if you live in the Bronx, they're not there to, I know what it was. Yeah. They're not there to protect the local residents of the Bronx. They're there to protect really the people who are attending these games. Now, you just look at the type of people who attend these games, and then you can put 2 and 2 together. Anyway, so the person, he was slashed, and now the 2 accomplices then reportedly punched and kicked the victim. So slashing is another matter of punching and kicking. The man was taken to the hospital for treatment. The 3 suspects then got on the northbound 4 train and fled the scene. The police said, these people are crazy because these trains have cameras on them, especially those newer trains. Once again, if you know anything, submit tips to police by calling Crime Stoppers at 1-800-577-8477 or by visiting nypdonline.org or downloading the NYPD Crime Stoppers mobile app or texting 274-637, then entering TIP 577. Listen, everybody, we gotta hopefully get a get a little bit better with all this crime. And everybody be careful. Just be careful. I don't care where you're at. In any of the 5 boroughs, be careful. And also outside the 5 boroughs too, just be careful because, I don't know what's going on. I don't know, inflation. People are just mad. It's hot. I don't know what's happening, but it's a lot going on. All right, so we're going to go ahead and move along. So now also sponsors, just if you are looking for sponsorship, if you have a product or a craft or anything, and you need some sponsorship, well, I'm going to tell you exactly how the Keeping It Real Hot Fresh can help you with that. Check this out. Hey, everybody, it's your guy Z Fly from Fly World Media, and I have an exciting opportunity just for you. Now, are you looking for a powerful way to promote yourself, your business, or your product? Do you want to get your brand in front of a fresh, engaged audience that's ready to support and take action? Then look no further. Here at Fly World Media, we offer an array of affordable and highly beneficial sponsorship packages designed to give your brand the exposure, visibility, and impact it deserves. Now, whether you're a business owner, entrepreneur, artist, or product creator, we have a package that fits your needs and budget. From on-air mentions and digital promotions to exclusive ads placements, we make sure your brand gets the attention it deserves. So what are you waiting for? Let's get your brand noticed today. Now, to apply for a sponsorship package, email us at sponsorship@flyentertainment.media and let's make magic happen together. Fly World Media, where your brand takes flight. I'll be waiting for you. All right, everybody. So now let's go ahead and have some fun in the show. Now let's go ahead and get into my first guest of the show and my only guest of the show in our Rising Star and Local Gem segment. Hit it. All right, so today's guest, he is a U.S. Navy veteran with nearly a decade of service as a Corpsman, now who later shifted his focus into entrepreneurship, earning degrees in hospitality, management, and innovation, and entrepreneurship. Now, he founded Vet Kicks, LLC in 2019, a New York-based luxury resale brand that began with sneakers but has expanded into fashion and accessories. But now in 2024, he joined his father in launching the Alexandria Marquis Hotel and Resort in Belize. The boutique resort features 12 luxury rooms, including jacuzzi suites, and has quickly built a reputation for offering authentic Belizean hospitality with a high-end experience. Now, wait a minute now. I think I know where I need to, spend my next vacation. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. So with no further ado, let's definitely welcome Alan A. Andrews II to the show. There you go.
Hey, Z Fly.
Doing great. Okay, so look, now, I definitely have to ask now, Alan A. Andrews. Now, has anybody ever said AAA? Call you AAA?
Yes, they actually have.
Oh my God. Do you hate it or do you like it?
I like it. I can do with it.
That's what's up. Well, thank you so much for for being here today, for keeping it really hot all summer long with me. Now, listen, we're definitely going to go ahead and get into it now, because I want to know, and I'm pretty sure the audience do too. Now, how did you transition from serving in the Navy and then becoming an entrepreneur? So, tell us, how does that work?
Wow. All right. Well, I served 10 years as a Navy corpsman with the Marines. I did a deployment to Iraq and Afghanistan, and then I got an honorable discharge after that. Entrepreneurship runs in my family. So my father's an entrepreneur, my great-grandfather's an entrepreneur. So for me, it just seemed like the next step in my career. So I opened up Vet Kicks as my first business, and my father opened up the resort.
Okay, sounds good. So now let's talk about Vet Kits, because I see that that you founded that in 2019. So now, what inspired the creation of Vet Kits, and then also what makes it unique from other, I guess, brands?
Well, vet kicks began when I adopted a dog, a rescue dog, back in when I was attending college, my undergrad.
Hmm.
And during that time, I actually rediscovered my passion for fashion, believe it or not.
Oh, really?
Yes. That's the combination that actually inspired vet kicks by connecting style, authenticity, and helping veterans going through hard times themselves by
Hmm.
providing them with service animals. I was able to make this all into one business, vet kicks.
I love it. I love it. So basically, you're helping veterans as well as serving fashion as well.
Yes, correct.
I love it. Okay, I love it. Okay, so now we definitely got to talk about what makes the Alexandria Marquis Hotel and Resort stand out amongst resorts in Belize. Because I would imagine there's so many different resorts and hotels in Belize. So what makes yours stand out from the rest?
Oh, wow. Well, first and foremost, as you were talking about earlier, the West Indian Day Parade, I honestly love it. I used to go out
Yeah.
there a lot, represent Belize all the time. But over the years, things have gotten a little crazier. So, as you said in your segment, there's a lot of shootings that happen this time. But usually, it's a great time, great celebration, and I love it. The Alexandria Marquise is in Belize, and what separates us from other hotels is we're actually located in the heart of Belize,
Okay.
where we give you the experience of the actual Belizean culture, where you get to go to the Mayan ruins, where you get to go horseback riding, go into the town and go shopping, and all these excursions. We also offer the water side of it because if you want to go to a beach, you can go anywhere. We have that
Mhm.
as well. And as you're going to find out, because you definitely have to come visit, Belize has the Blue Hole, which is one of I believe, the only one in the world or the biggest one in the world for scuba diving.
Are you serious?
Yes, I am serious.
Well, now wait, now what? Hold on. Now hold on. You just said the biggest in the world. You didn't say the country you said the
No,
world.
the world, yes.
Wowza. Okay, listen. Let me start booking now. That's that's what's okay. Now listen. Now why Belize? So many different islands. So why Belize?
So why Belize? Well, I was actually born in Belize.
Okay.
And my whole family is born in Belize. My father, my mother. Actually, my sister and my brother are the only first American generation Americans here. So that's the reason for Belize. And Belize being the only English speaking country as the main language in Central America,
Hmm.
and the US currency is actually double down there, were the other driving factors beside why we chose Belize.
I love it. So now let's go back to vet kits. Now I know you said that it really helps support veterans as well. So now how does your ventures I guess tie into the mission, but also what response have you got from veterans by it giving back?
Yeah, so I've primarily sold most of my sneakers, which I do with Jordans and Yeezys primarily. And I sell through third party marketplaces that you go to in the city. You have Complex, Stadium Goods, all those big stores. I have a lot of my product over there.
Hmm.
And the response I got when I actually attended a in-person event, because COVID actually stopped a lot of the in-person events and meeting people. But the first one I attended was SneakerCon 2 years ago.
Okay. Wow. Yeah.
Believe it or not, within the first hour, my entire table sold out. I was I was so surprised. I couldn't believe it. I had the table
Wow.
for the entire day, but first hour, my entire table sold out. So the response I've gotten for the products that I provide and the rarity, the retro, and being that they're hard to find, it's a good response.
It is. So now you are a definitely busy man, with everything that you have that you're doing, that you're creating. So now what does free time look like for Alan? Like what do you do in the free time? Do you have free time?
Wow, that's such a crazy question. Do I have free time? I'm a Cancer, so my
Oh,
problem is work life balance. That balance thing has always been hard for me. At this time, my free time consists of primarily trying to maybe read a book or
okay.
listen to music, something to just keep my mind away from actively thinking of solving problems. I like to work out, like to spend time with family, but for the most part, free time is very limited.
I love it. So, whenever someone comes to the resort, the hotel resort,
Yes,
what do you want them to get from it, or what's that feeling
the
you want a
film.
person to have while they're staying within the hotel resort?
Well, the first thing we want you to feel is that luxury.
Okay,
When
yes.
you come in there, if you look on our website at the alexandriamarquise.bz, you can clearly see some of the shots of the rooms, and these pictures just highlight the luxury which we provide to our customers, our
Mhm.
people that stay there. Um, you can't find that anywhere at the level that we provide in
Mhm.
Belize, for that matter, especially in the center where we're located.
I love it.
Besides the luxury, we also want to give you that personalized feeling of care. Everything is taken care of from the minute you land to the minute you're going back home. We got you.
I love it. Well, Alan, I'll tell you one thing. Listen, like just your temperament seems so calm and at ease. Listen, I need to go out there and yeah. Listen, you are so calm and at ease. Listen, after all those stories I just got through reading and in the know,
Thank
it's
you.
good to have the calm and at ease personality.
Thank you.
Oh
Thank
my
you.
God, thank you so much. So now before I let you go, now tell us what's next for Vet Kicks and the Alexandria Marquis Hotel and Resort. Like, what's next? What's up and coming? Any excitement?
Yes, well, September 21st is the Independence Day for Belize. So
Okay,
that's another big thing.
cool.
And it's about to be the high season. So we're hoping to get a lot of customers, a lot of vacation packages sold. As for Vet Kicks, we're expanding into women's handbags because
Okay.
primarily we're just footwear. But now we're getting into the luxury handbag game as well. So we'll see how that goes.
Sounds good. Well, everybody, listen. Definitely check him out. Check everything out. This is Alan Andrews the second. He's keeping you all in fashion and luxury with Vet Kicks and the Alexandria Hotels Marquee. So definitely check it out. And also you do see it is here. Any last thing that like you want to tell your audience? How where to find you, where they can email you, anything.
Oh, yes, you can find me at vet.kix, that's KIX, or go to the alexandriamarquise.bz and just Google that and you'll find the wonderful reviews we have on there. So
Sounds good. Well, Alan, thank you so much again for keeping it really hot all summer long. And listen, going to Belize sounds really good right about now. So, yeah, I might just have to go ahead and book me a room. Okay.
I got you. I got you.
All right, everybody, be sure to follow him at vet.kicks and be sure to keep it locked because coming up next after the music break, I have those acronyms that you all love. So don't go anywhere. You are keeping it really hot all summer long with your guys Z Fly on Fly World Media. We'll be right back. Thank you, Alan.
Thank you.
The clock runs slow when you're holding me. Every moment feels like eternity. The moon leans low, casting silver lines. We're dancing in space between the signs. I want this song to never fade away. Our last midnight song just for you. Every note feels like something true. We're frozen in a timeless view. This melody's my love to you. The night's so still, yet our hearts still race. Every touch is a warm embrace. The stars lean in just to hear our sound. In this music, we're always found. If the world forgets, let it be this way. We'll still hear this song when the night turns gray. Our last midnight song just for you. Every note feels like something true. We're frozen
Welcome back to the show, everybody. You are keeping it really hot all summer long with your guy right here, Z Fly on Fly World Media. And right now we're gonna get into them acronyms. And first up, we got MEMS. Hit it.
It don't make sense. It don't make sense. It don't make sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. And if you're wondering, MEMS make it make sense. So that's what we're going to try to do now. On today's MEMS, we are talking about how parents are allowing AI devices to comfort their kids. I don't know why people are having kids anymore. I honestly don't, because they don't want them. They don't want to teach them. They don't want to play with them. They don't want to do anything with them, but just say, I got a kid. Now, I contributed to society. Now leave me alone. Now go there and play with your AI. Alexa and all them people. Now, so watch this video on what's actually happening to kids who they're not able to get comfort from the parents or from people. They got to turn to AI. Check this out and we'll talk about it.
OpenAI says it's adding new mental health guardrails to ChatGPT following a lawsuit that alleges the platform became a, quote, suicide coach to a teenage boy who took his own life. The changes come as mental health experts sound the alarm over the use of AI chatbots. They are warning that AI systems can give dangerous responses and lead to emotional distress, especially for young people. Parenting expert and GMA e-commerce reporter Bethany Braun Silva here now to talk about teens and AI companionship. This is fascinating to me. It's scary. I thought it was scary for these kids to grow up in a world of social media. AI chatbots is something I think no parent was thinking of. So what's going on with this?
Well, these are different than, the devices that we're using that give us directions or the weather, right? These AI companions are designed to mimic friendship, so they can hold deep conversations. They remember preferences, and they can even act empathetically, right? So for the adolescent stage, this is quite appealing, but you have to remember, this is not real empathy. It's not real friendship. And as the numbers, more and more teens are turning to these AI companions, a lot of confusion is happening. And of course, it is very concerning for us parents.
Why is this happening? Is it an isolation thing for these kids? Is it, afraid to talk to their parents? What is all of this? Why is it happening?
There's three things that we're seeing. One is just pure boredom, right? The other is curiosity. And then there really is this sort of epidemic of loneliness. So they're turning to these AI companions because there's constant validation happening, right? The AI companion is never going to push back, never really provide any conflict. It's always going to say yes, and it's always on. So 2 a.m., 3 a.m., you always have a friend at the ready. But again, this always on, always positive attitude is not what teens need at that moment. They need boundaries. They need pushback. In the real world, face-to-face connections, there's conflict and nuance, and that is not being portrayed on these AI companions.
So is this an access thing where these kids can access this technology? Is this up to the parents, the AI companies? Who's responsible at the end of the day?
Well, I think really a lot of it does fall on parents, right? We have to get really curious. It is our job to be having these conversations all the time, not just in moments of crisis. Checking in with your kids. Are you using an AI companion? How do you feel when you're using it? What is it fulfilling in you? I think we have to get incredibly curious, get involved, and remind our kids that we are here to talk, and that this is not, because of the constant validation, this really isn't, the kind of development that our teens need at this stage. They need the boundaries, they need the pushback. So it really is up to the parents to get curious and, not in a blame way. We don't want to start out the conversation angry, right? Because there's so many things at play here that we have to kind of catch up on. Definitely start with a curiosity mindset first.
It's so interesting to see the development, because I remember growing up, it's what are you watching? Then it was who are you talking to? Now it's are you talking to a human?
Right.
Like, where do we stop with this?
Well, I don't know where it's going to end. All I can say is if you think back to when you were a teen, right? And if everything that came out of your mouth, I'm raising a teenage boy, if everything that came out of his mouth, I said, yes, honey, you're absolutely right. That's a great idea. We'd all be in trouble. So I think, these AI companions, they're not, as we saw, they're not set up to provide responses to serious things like depression or self-harm. In fact, the responses can sometimes be more harmful. So it really is up to us as parents, up to the makers of these generative AI platforms to take a lot of responsibility, and hopefully some more guardrails will be put in place. But at home, you can do a family media contract. I talk about that a lot, something that all the family members have to be held accountable to, and just keep having that ongoing conversation.
The suicide stuff just takes this to another level.
Yeah, it sure does take it to another level. That is very, I mean, so did y'all hear all that? A child took his life because AI told him to, and where's the parents at? Yeah, watch out, world. Oh, yeah, it's just, see. So, I mean, I don't know what's happening. Like, why aren't parents parenting anymore? Now, listen, I'm not going to talk too bad about AI because it actually does help out. I mean, I ain't going to lie. This is very, but now whenever your children has to go and get comfort and questions about life and questions about themselves from an AI, now there's a problem. A lot of these parents, they are very lazy. And my favorite line, I know somebody, I sure do. I know somebody who is very lazy. I don't know why they keep having children, because they're not doing anything with the child. I mean, they have children. They give them an iPad and say, play this and talk to this and do this. Wanting to do nothing with the child, but they keep having children. And that is very sad. That child went to an AI, and the AI said whatever it said and told it, and the child killed itself. And the parents, anyway. So I'm not, I just think I keep doing it because people just. So here's what I did, everybody. So I went to AI and I asked AI, is it good, to have kids get comfort and companionship from an AI? Now I asked the AI. Now, this is what the AI said about its own self. Okay, it says, no, it's not, because it said what can happen is it could have stunted social development for kids, meaning that, children learn critical skills like empathy, communication, conflict resolution, and teamwork through real life interactions. Now, relying on AI may limit these experiences, leaving them less prepared for real world relationships. Now, mind you, this is what AI said. Okay. Now also emotional misunderstanding. AI can simulate caring responses, but doesn't truly feel emotions. Kids may grow up misunderstanding what genuine love, empathy, or friendship looks like, leading to confusion in real relationships, isolation, and loneliness. Now, this is big. While AI might feel comforting in the moment, it doesn't replace the depth of human connection. Over reliance could make children more socially isolated, reinforcing loneliness instead of resolving it. Exactly, because it's nothing like a hug from a person, like from a friend, from a family member, from a parent who actually cares. AI can't hug you, and they can say nice things, but. Anyway, also reduce resilience. Now, human friendships involve disagreements, negotiations, and forgiveness, skills that build resilience. An AI companion that adapts to a child's needs without challenge may prevent them from learning how to handle rejection, criticism, or compromise. That is so true, because, if like AI is always making you feel like you're right, so when you get into the real world, you feel like you're right, so everybody else is wrong, Also, so other things is risk of dependency, also distorted reality and expectations, and then also delayed identity formation. So this came from an AI. 7 things that said that it's not good for kids to anybody really, even grown people, to rely on AI. Oh my goodness. So can we make it make sense, people? MEMS. Make it make sense. Are we able to make this make sense? I don't think so, because I think that's very horrific that a child, killed itself, committed. Then again, I don't know what. Can we say the S word on social media? Because they don't want you to say nothing no more. So how they say it? Unalive himself because of an AI. What the parents said? I don't know. So you make it make sense, because I can't. All right, let's move on to the next acronym. Now I have your cringe of the day, your COD, cringe of the day. Let's get into it.
my god, oh 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 my god.
This show is ridiculous. All right, now this cringe of the day is very cringy because, listen, as you always know, I talk a lot about sexuality here, but it ain't going away, obviously. Actually, it's always been here. Just in the past, it was more handled, more underworld, more underlined, but now it's just exploded. So now look at this one guy who feels his work doesn't really define his sexuality. It's just work. It's just about that bag. Let's check this out, and you decide.
So what I do for work is I do spicy content. I don't collab with girls anymore. Like I used to collab with girls, but I switched my main focus, just guy-on-guy collabs. Straight creators don't make a lot of money. If you're a gay creator, you make way more money. But if you're a gay creator and you like it, you'll make even more money. I'm gonna take some selfies for like some fans. Do you wanna help me?
Yeah, let's go.
I wanna make sure they get the full Braxton experience.
I am a spicy creator as well. I personally choose not to watch his content. I mean, yes, I've seen some things, but
I wouldn't be able to perform if you were watching, because when I'm alone with the guy, I want like our time, like kind of like to bro out. And if you're there, you kind of like mess up the broness, you know what I mean? Honestly, guys are easier to work with. Guys know what guys like more than what girls know about guys. Sexuality, really, I don't really have a sexuality. And maybe it's the money that turns me on, it's the guys that turn me on. Whatever gets me going, like I'm into, obviously. You get like my fans, like all the die-hard like gay fans that just love me. They'll comment like get this girl out of here. They'll be like, you're mine, daddy, you're mine. And I'm just like, oh my God. I'm like, there's room for everybody. Just wait your turn,
wait your turn.
For the guys, like guys,
Yeah.
Guys, it doesn't count. Like if, I can cheat on you with guys on
It's not
camera.
cheating.
It's not cheating.
Is it?
No, it's not cheating if you like it. Wait.
If you don't like
You
it?
don't like
Yeah. Make my picture big. Yeah, there I go. Cause we got to talk about this. All right, now first we're gonna talk about it. Yeah, but you definitely don't like it, right? Okay, let's talk about it. All right, so OnlyFans. I guess he's doing OnlyFans with guys because it pays more. Okay, now supposedly, what does it say? Supposedly, he is a heterosexual, but he makes spicy content, as they call it now, spicy content. Why isn't it something? Because you can't. Wow. Did you hear this? That in itself is a wow. Spicy content as opposed to corn. Well, corn, but with the P. Anyway, so he's making spicy content. Now, he has a girlfriend, as you saw. The girl was supposed to be his girlfriend, but she act like she's okay with it. And she also does spicy content, too. I don't know if she does it for guys, for girls. I don't know what she does. But anyway, now, he himself, he said that he does it because, doing same-sex content, it pays more. So he acting like it's for the money. And he also said that, guys know what they want. So he's been with girls. So he said girls don't know what they want sexually, but guys do. So it makes it a lot more, I guess, more fun. And he said that guys know more about what girls. Guys know more about how to please the guy basically than girls do. Now, I need for you all to really pinpoint some of these things that I'm saying, because he just said if guys know how to please a guy better than a girl, that says a lot in itself. Now he doesn't think he has a sexuality. He doesn't think he's doing it for the money. But you know what? That is so interesting that you have to hide behind the money to do what he really wants to do. Because so whatever happened to there ain't no amount of money that can make a person, do certain things. Like for example, drug dealing. Yeah, drug dealing has depending on who your clients are, what area you in, you can make a lot of money in drug dealing. So should we all be drug dealing then? Because it makes a lot of money according to some people. Then he said he wants to bro out with the guys. So having sex with other guys, that's now broing out. So like I always say, parents, you better look at, so whenever you see your son, no, let me not say that. Well, I'm just saying, then again, you never know what your sons are doing or what these bros are doing, or girls, wives, what are your husbands doing with their bros? Because according to this guy, having sex with your bro is broing out now. And he loves it. Because you could tell that he loves the compliments from the guys. You know how he was saying, oh yeah, the guys are fighting over him, telling his girlfriend to get out. She's no longer needed. Didn't I tell y'all last show that they're no longer needed? She's not needed. Yeah. They want them to tell her to go. Like, why are you here? Like, and he said it's not cheating if it's with a guy. And the girl said that too. Are they the Gen Z? Are this the Gen Z? Now, we got to dissect this. Okay, now we're going to dissect it. Like I said, he likes it. We already know he likes it because this is just his segue. He has the perfect segue to do what he really wants, okay? What he is he's making it seem like it's all about the money. Oh, yeah, I'm doing it for the money. I need money. Oh, yeah, doing spicy gay content, it pays more. It probably does. But if you're a heterosexual, it doesn't matter. You can't go find another way to make a lot of money. So he's doing it. It's just, it's just a segue for him to do what he really wants. And he holds on to the girl because, see, the girl, she's a good a beard, a good she is good reputational purposes. Now, what that means is that, she helps him supposedly not look like a complete homosexual. But it's like, okay, he has a girlfriend. Okay, and she's okay with it. Okay, he's just doing it for the money. So see, in his mind, he still looks heterosexual. Isn't that crazy? They don't know what a heterosexual is. They don't know what a heterosexual is. I'm about to go crazy. They don't know what a heterosexual is. A heterosexual wouldn't even do that for the money. A real heterosexual. And the sad thing is, he can't even call himself bi. I don't know. There's something wrong with bisexuality. They don't like that term. But that's what you're doing. You have a girlfriend and you're having spicy content with guys. And let me tell you something. He probably don't even want her. She's not needed. She doesn't look happy, but she does look dumb because she's like, oh, well, I don't want to see it. You do it. I just don't want to see it. She don't even want to see it, people. So what does that tell you? If she don't want to see it, she just needs to go clock out. That's all. I mean, because why is she with him? Because let me tell you something. I'm telling you, if he doesn't even want her in there, he doesn't want her in there. He told her he wants to bro out with these guys, with these strangers. Your girlfriend is sitting in the other room beside a time clock while you're broing out with guys, making spicy content. Don't you love it? Oh, I love it. This is good to me. Now, why does he do it? Because he can. What is she going to do about it? What is she going to do? She's not going to do anything but sit right there beside that time clock, keep looking in the room every so often, making sure that she needs to clock out. And she might as well clock out because he said that he enjoy it. He said that the other guys are telling her to get out of the way. They're going to move her out of the way to make her clock out. Yeah. Anyway, so you all heard it. Now, that's what make that cringy. It's so cringy because he don't even realize that he really likes it, but he's trying to make it like he doesn't like it. It's just so cringy. All right, there's your cringy today. All right, we're have another quick music break, and after that, we have the last segment, which is getting you drunk off the juice. I feel like I should have had these past two acronyms, a PAP, which is pause and pour, because I need to pour me a drink now. But let's get drunk off the juice together after this music break. Don't go anywhere. You're keeping it really hot all summer long. Ugh.
Feet on the ground, it's a heartbeat sound, echoes watching as the music flies. Time dissolves in the smoky air. Here we are, where everyone dancing the dust. Feel it spin you free, dancing the dust. Like it's destiny, move to the drum, let it carry your trust. Lose yourself when you dance in the dust. Oh, dance in the dust.
You're tuned into Fly World Media. I am your guy Z Fly, and let's go ahead and get into Drunk Off the Juice. Hit it. Now, listen, everybody. Hate him or love him, but listen, President Donald Trump, he don't play around. That's right. He reportedly revokes extended Secret Service protection for Kamala Harris. Yeah, he said no more. So, for context, now the former vice presidents typically get federal government protection for 6 months after leaving the office. Now, meanwhile, ex-presidents, they get it for life. So, like Obama and Bush and Clinton, they have protection, Secret Service protection for life. But now Kamala, she was supposed to get it at least for 6 months, but Trump said, I don't think so. Now here's the details about Kamala Harris' Secret Service release. Now, the move to drop Harris's Secret Service protection comes as the former vice president is about to embark on a book tour for her memoir. Now she plans to release 107 days next month. Now, a senior Trump administration official said President Trump issued the executive memorandum on Thursday to the Department of the Homeland Security. He don't play. The memo ends Harris's security detail is security service. The Biden administration extended her Secret Service detail from 6 to 18 months. So while it should have ended in July 2026, it will now be terminated on Monday, which was Labor Day. Isn't that horrible? That's not funny. The extension no longer applies. Trump did the same thing to the Biden kids. So Trump, he don't like the people. He just don't like them. And if he has the power, he's gonna show you that he doesn't like you, and that's what he did to Kamala Harris. And I don't know why I'm laughing, because it's not funny. All right, let's move on to something a little bit more uplifting, because some of this whole show has been kind of down, except for my interview. All right, now rapper Ice-T shares his secret to happy 23-year marriage with Coco Austin. That's where Ice-T and Coco have been holding it down as a power couple since 2002, and fans are still trying to figure out what is their secret. Now, with over 2 decades of marriage under their belt, the Law and Order star recently hopped on X to share a little word of advice for keeping his union tight and right. His tweet comes just months after Coco spilled on how often they're still getting things popping in the bedroom. Okay, now Ice-T, he gave some marriage advice. He said, the rapper, they first locked eyes in 2001 on a music video set, and by 2002, they were saying "I do." That is fast. Wow. Now, fast forward 23 years later, their love is still giving couple goals. On Wednesday, August 27, Ice-T took to X to drop simple but real marriage tip. He said, sometimes people ask me marriage advice because I've been happily married for 25 years. My answer, I know how to be married to my wife, not yours. Oh, now that's okay. He said he know how to be happily married to his wife, not yours. Exactly. Some people, they don't know how to be happy with what they got, but they can get yours and try to be happy. Okay, go ahead on Ice-T. Now, of course, social media, they had to, say what they say. One person said he lets Coco be unapologetically herself, and that's one of the most important things in a relationship. Another person said he accepts her for her. I think that may play a big part. Another person said he ate that right on up. Okay, Ice-T. Another person says, given an answer like that, you can only respect it. Learn your partner. And one person said, Coco, let that man do whatever he wanted to. She's not a traditional wife. That's why. Let him do whatever he want to do. Okay, I'm gonna leave that right there. All right, but listen, but congratulations to the happy couple. Listen, 25 years of marriage. They're making, obviously they're doing something. He's okay with what she's doing. She's okay with what he's doing. They're making it work. And, even if they're doing whatever, they're still together. All right. Now let's move on to Maya. Singer Maya gets real about not having the desire to have a husband or kids. That's right. Maya is out here breaking all the norms and making it sound real peaceful. Now, the R&B baddie sat down for a recent interview and let it be known loud and clear that marriage and motherhood, what's that? Yeah, that was never on her bingo card. And the way she said it with her whole chest. Now, no ring, no kids, still that girl. In a recent appearance with Melissa Ford. Now, I was surprised to hear Melissa Ford. She doing podcasts? I guess. Anyway, Maya got real about why she's never started a family. Now, she said, I've never had the desire for marriage and children. During the conversation, dropping some serious gems about how her upbringing shaped that mindset. Maya opened up about seeing her parents divorce and how that, along with her own life experiences, pushed her to carve a different path. Now one that's rooted in independence, purpose, and spiritual alignment. Now that can do it for you. Depending on how your parents, how their marriage was, and also seeing friends and family, and just how their things going. It can make you just not want to have a marriage of your own. She also said that it's not even my focus, and it never has been. She said, I've witnessed a divorce between my parents. I've witnessed a lot of things, and it's also not been a safe place in my mind as a little girl. So I've always thought a little different. The white wedding dress, I was very fearful of those things. So I looked elsewhere and probably escaped too much in my work. Knowing that if I have to be gone 95% of the time, and my work calls for me to travel, that must be intimidating. And I also can't show up properly for my significant other. Well, you know what? I gotta give a hand clap to Maya, because for her to be clear and know these things, why not? Because listen, a lot of people, they get into relationships, they have kids, kind of like how I was saying earlier. People have kids and they don't even want the kids. They just have them. Some people have kids to keep a man or to hold or to trap a woman, but they don't really want the kids. Or some people get married just to, just to say, oh, I'm mad now, but they don't want to be married. They just want that, the reputation or the highlight that comes to being married. So big ups to Maya, knowing early on that it just wasn't for her. And she know that her business, her career, 95% will take her time, and she won't have time for no man. So big ups for her. Nonetheless, Maya explained that although she's not seeking romance, she knows it will be granted to her in divine time. You go, girl. All right, Maya. And you are now drunk off the juice, everybody. All right. It was a really, really great show. Really, really great show. I really enjoyed it. I do want to thank my rising star with his local gym. Local in Belize, if you're in Belize, that is. Alan Andrews for stopping by and keeping it really hot all summer long. Definitely, everybody, be sure to check him out. If you ever are in Belize, in that area, check him out. Go to his Instagram. There you go, at vet.kicks. Check him out. And definitely stop by the Alexandria Marquee Hotel and Resort if you're in Belize. Big ups to him. Also, I do want to thank everybody for tuning in, and everybody who will watch after the show, tune in. Once again, everybody, September, keep an eye out to my social media, because I will be doing a seminar at the end of this month, the 29th and 30th, talking about gynecologic cancer, and also, showcasing my lavender project. That's why I got my lavender shirt on today, everybody. So you could definitely go to the website, Go to the website to get your Lavender Project shirt that represents a women diagnosed or living with endometrial cancer. So great. So go right here. How we do it? Go right here. Anyway, let's go right here to the website and click on shop, and you'll see a lot of Lavender merchandise, from mugs to I'll say iPad, not an iPad, mouse pad, to pins, to bag, and of course shirts. Yeah, so go ahead and get your Lavender shirt. Representing gynecologic cancers, specifically endometrial cancer. Also, if you do enjoy me and the show, and if you want to help support the show, then definitely go ahead and look me up on my payment apps. Okay, I got some of all of them, from Zelle to Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, all that good stuff. So there you have it right there. So check me out, everybody. Yeah, what else? And I guess that's about it. Yeah, and be sure to follow me, scrolling at the bottom. There you have it. Yeah, follow me on all my social media. I do have Spotify as well. So if you know what I'm saying, you don't have time to, watch me for an hour, you can listen to me for an hour, as you go on your daily walks, as you exercise, work out in the gym, or whatever you may be doing, you can listen to your guy Z Fly. Also, check me out on my YouTube, because YouTube is very important, everybody. That's right. YouTube is where it's not where it all goes down, but it's where a good portion of it goes down. And on YouTube, be sure to subscribe, like, and share, and hit that bell, so that way you are notified whenever I am dropping new content. And it will not be spicy content. All right, everybody. But thank you so much for keeping it really hot all summer long. We got 2 more shows. Or am I lying? Yeah, 2 more shows, and then it's time for the season finale, and we go on a break. So we got September 3rd. No, today's September 3rd. I need to go. I'll tell you, listen, September 10th and the 17th. And let me tell you something. You don't want to miss these upcoming shows, because they got some great guests. Yes, right. Listen, I'm going to end this season with great guests. So next week, I have 2 more great guests. And September 17th, I got some great guests. So just tune in. I'm telling you, to the season finale. And until next time, stay fly, not too high. Bye-bye.